Hope everybody is doing well and having a good weekend. I want to come on here and I want to talk about how anti terrorism laws in the Western world are fucking dog shit and how they're totalitarian and how they are used by Western governments to suppress, repress, and oppress, whatever term you want to use, against independent journalists. I'm going to talk about all of that and I'm going to credit several people at the same time. And on that note, I want to give a big props to the global Research.ca for on Vanessa Beeley and Eva Bartlett, two fantastic journalists who speak out about the NATO proxy war and the genocide against Palestinians by the Zionist enemy. I want to give a big prop to them for having them on the show and for having some other fantastic people on the show. There's maybe like two, maybe three people that I never heard of before. And it was a great conversation, just all around. It was a great conversation. They were talking about how Canada is literally arming Nazis in Ukraine who are bombing civilians in Donbass. And I've been there under the bombs. Canada is not there to protect me, said Eva Bartlett. So what does that tell you? The following interview took place on October 16th. Two Canadian individuals on separate occasions in Canada were stopped after returning to Canada after spending time in Russia and subjugated to intense scrutiny by members of the Canadian Security Intelligence Service, who are fucking tyrants, quite frankly. It is from the transcript to the recent Global Research News Hour broadcast. I want to thank them and Michael Welch for having them on. Tamara Lawrence is a longtime member of the Canadian Voice of Women for Peace, speaking out about the no to war, no to the NATO network, world beyond war, and so on and so forth. So this was a good conversation, and the entire episode was uploaded onto Vanessa Beeley's channel. So I recommend that you go check that out because it was a great conversation. Highly recommend you guys check it out. So, with all that being said, Eva Bartlett has essentially been targeted. She was targeted. So Eva Bartlett is talking about how she was being targeted. And then you had Vanessa Beeley who was talking about being targeted. In the same way that Richard Medhurst was being targeted in the UK. Now, you want to know the most ridiculous thing? The most ridiculous, quite frankly, totalitarian thing about the whole thing? The most totalitarian thing about the whole thing? This wasn't too long ago, one day ago, actually. UK Security Minister on my arrest at Heathrow Airport in London. There is absolutely no defense of journalism under counterterrorism legislation. They're saying the quiet part out loud, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, they're saying the fucking quiet part out loud. What does that tell you? You know what that tells you? That tells you that they use counterterrorism legislation to go after independent journalists. That's what they do in the fucking Western world. They're targeting Eva Bartlett. They're targeting Vanessa B. They're targeting Eva Bartlett. They're targeting Vanessa Beeley. They're targeting Richard Medhurst. They're targeting all these different people. They're targeting people who go over to Russia. Oh my God, God forbid. Oh, God forbid they go over to Russia to actually see the real story that goes on over there. Not what the fucking Western media has to report on. Oh, boo fucking hell. Oh, boo fucking hell. Oh, they go over there. Oh, whatever. There's a reason behind it. It's because they don't want the truth out there. That's what it is. That there is no other way to put this other than the fact that they don't want the truth out there. They don't want the truth out there about the fact that Western countries are arming fucking Nazis in Ukraine. And they've been doing it for 2.5 years now. They've been doing this, and for over a year now, the U.S. and its Western puppets have been arming PISSRAEL to massacre Palestinian civilians and other civilians in Gaza and the West Bank. over a fake October 7, which quite frankly I think is an inside job, and they went and they fucking staged it themselves and they went and they killed their own. But you're going to sit here and tell me that counterterrorism keeps people safe. No. I got news for you. I don't even think this is even news. I think I'm just saying something that almost everybody with half a brain knows at this point. Counterterrorism laws like this, like they got in the UK, like they got in Canada, and quite frankly what they got in the fucking US as well. Just look at all the media suppression that they do here. Look at what the U.S. empire does. Just look at how you get fired and demoted. You get censored off the internet. You get all this type of shit that goes on. Oh, you get all that going on. If you, God forbid, say that NATO expansion led to all this whole thing, and this, that, and the other thing. But I'm supposed to sit here and act like you motherfuckers are not the tyrants? No, because I got news for you. You're the fucking tyrants. And when you're questioning people, and when you got these big fucking thugs and fucking badges that are coming out there and have big fucking, like these big security officers with they're just big fucking tyrants and badges. They're big fucking Nazi militias, quite frankly. That's what they fucking are acting like. Who have like their fucking badges on, and they're like, abusing their fucking badge. Hey, you came from Russia. Where'd you come from? Oh, where'd you come from? Like, none of your fucking business. I was over there conducting journalism. Ain't none of your fucking business. Ain't none of your fucking business, you big fucking fat ass. Ain't wearing your big fucking badge thinking you're so fucking great. Oh, you and your big power grab. Because you're so fucking hungry to censor journalism. Well, you should be hungry going eating your fucking donuts. How's that sound? You big fucking tyrants and badges. How's that sound? Sitting there and then asking them all that, and then trying to searching Richard Medhurst and confiscating his equipment and everything else. Remember, guys, they accuse Russia of being a dictatorship. They accuse the DPRK of being a dictatorship. They accuse Myanmar. They accuse Eritrea. They accuse Syria. They accuse all these other countries. They accuse them of being dictators and totalitarian. Well, it's so funny. Why? How is it not totalitarian what you're doing? And quite frankly, Vanessa Beeley lives in Syria. She's been there since 2019. And she's got freedom to say what she pleases. She gets to report on all the stuff from Syria. All of the work that she has done on the Serena analysis that she's done on UK Column News, 21st Century Wire, and all these other different ones, all of which are awesome. I recommend that you go check them out. But, dude, all of this fucking shit that has nothing to do with anybody and doesn't affect anybody, you go over here and try to censor shit. Yeah, censoring shit that doesn't affect anybody. And I don't care. If you're a brainwashed fucking puppet who gets your fucking news from CNN, MSNBC, or Fox News, or some other fucking dumpster fire of a fucking network, this big fucking garbage can of a network, you want to go get your news up there, but you get offended by this stuff, guess what? Turn the shit off. Turn the fucking dial. Turn the volume. Here. Turn the station if you don't fucking like it. Well, we censoring it because of these fucking assholes who get their information from fucking BBC and fucking France 24 and VOA and these other fucking dog shits? But these people get offended. Oh, they get offended because they're Russian propaganda. Oh, you're doing propaganda for Putin. Oh, Vanessa Beeley and Eva Bartlett. Oh, Eva Bartlett came from Russia. Oh, she came back to Canada to visit with family. Oh my God, we gotta interrogate her and search her and ask her all these questions that are none of our fucking business. But we're gonna do it anyway because we're a bunch of fucking tyrants. Ooh, did I say that out loud? That's what it seems like. It's not what it seems like. That's what it is. That's what it is. And that is what's going on. Because the Western world is fucking tyrannical. I can't even believe that I have even been able to do all this stuff for the last 2.5 years. Ever since I turned this channel into, Rage Central, and I've let off some of my biggest rage rants in internet history. But it's kind of funny that even I'm able to do this. But it's only a matter of time before they come after me. You know, I mean, you don't think that they come after, you don't think that they try to come after me? You don't think that they try to come after others for trying to speak out about this type of stuff? It's gonna, that's what happens. But it's only gonna happen when we speak out and rise to the occasion. I am not fearful. I simply do not care. Even if these fucking assholes came after me and they tried to confiscate my shit, oh, I still would never shut up, man. I would be speaking. I will be speaking until my last fucking breath. I will never stop fighting against the U.S. empire, against the fucking Western world, because I hate these motherfuckers, man. I fucking hate them. I hate every single fucking one of them. Their foreign policy and everything. It's all a bunch of fucking dog shit. Yeah, you call me anti-Western. I don't give a fuck. I have the right to be anti whatever the fuck I want and pro whatever the fuck I want. Just like Eva Bartlett and Vanessa Beeley. Just like all them. Just like Eva Bartlett, Vanessa Beeley, and all of them. You know, people who work at Global Research and Tamara Lawrence, they have a right to be whatever the fuck they want to be. You know why? Because they're speaking the truth. But they don't like the fact that the truth is being spoken. Well, I mean, the Western intelligence doesn't like how they're speaking out because they're fearful that the truth is getting out there. That's why. That's why they act like a bunch of fucking totalitarian fascist fucking Nazis. Why do you think? After all, you gotta love it. The Canadian Parliament, led by fucking Justin Trudeau. This big beacon of progressivism invites a bunch of fucking Ukrainian Nazis to the fucking Canadian Parliament. This fucking retard. Biden is giving money to fucking Nazis in Ukraine. And guess what? Kamala will do it even worse. Trump, I don't know about. Well, he's a Zionist cocksucker, so I don't fucking trust him. You know, he wants to deport Jew haters and other fucking communist, radical leftists. Fuck off. Fuck Trump. Such a fucking retard. They're all a bunch of fucking retards, dude. They're all gonna do it. Because that's what it is. Remember? It's nitpicking. Remember, I've been using that term for literally ever now. Going after these fucking assholes. Because it's nitpicking. Okay? That's what it is, man. It's fucking nitpicking. It's nitpicking about shit that doesn't affect anybody. And I've said that forever now. By the way, remember, 2 years ago, October 24th, 2022, episode 66, one of the main topics was Eva Bartlett and Vanessa Beeley. And then come to find out 4 days ago, they released this episode. I'm not saying it's like tied or anything like that, but I just think it's funny. I just think it's funny, the timing and whatnot, because remember in episode 66, I was going about Wikipedia smears against Eva Bartlett and Vanessa Beeley and so on and so forth. I think it was also about the smears they made about Mint Press News and the Gray Zone as well. And I'm sure there's probably others I was talking about too. I don't know, that stream was so fucking long ago, but I've gone back and I've watched it, man. It's like one of those famous quotes that I made that I remember was when I was mocking the fucking shit out of the smear about what they say about Eva Bartlett. She's propagated conspiracies about the Syrian civil war, disproven allegation that the White Helmet stage, rescue, and recycle children in its videos. Dude, that's what they do. That's what the OPCW proved about the Syrian chemical hoax to discredit Assad. That's literally what they did. That's what I said word for word in that stream. I said that word for word in that stream. It was probably around the 1 hour and 2 or 3 minute mark, I think. And then I said, who the fuck believes this? I'll tell you who. People who listen to the fucking mainstream media and the young turds. That's who. Not right. It believes anything. What the fucking White Helmets have to say? Because the White Helmets are a bunch of fucking. Bro, I'm just having fun with this because it's just. Bro, we live in such a fucking screwed up world that really all you gotta do is you gotta counter this shit and rip it into a million pieces and just fucking shred it and rip it to shreds into a million fucking pieces and then also just laugh about it because it's so pathetic. It is so pathetic that the new age of fucking censorship that we live in, because this is what we live in, man. We live in a fucking new age fascism. And oh, I'm accusing people of being fascists and Nazis. Oh my God, Zach, why would you do that type of thing? Oh, but Zach, you're a Marxist, you're a socialist or whatever. Yeah, last time I checked, I don't see the socialist countries targeting people that are speaking out about this type of thing. Well, actually, because those countries are on the right side of history. The DPRK is doing more for the Palestinians, along with Yemen and Syria. They're doing, and Iran to some extent. I mean, they're all doing great and all that. But it's just, why do you think this is happening? And why would they ask questions about where Eva Bartlett went? Isn't there a thing called freedom of travel, freedom of movement? Is it? Isn't there? Isn't there supposed to be? Well. Here's the thing. There's all these things in practice. There's all these things in practice, but there's not. Oh, and let's not forget this one. Ukraine has a fucking kill list. Eva Bartlett is on a fucking kill list. I'm sure Vanessa Beeley is too. Oh, trust me, there's many other journalists that are too. I would not doubt for a second if Richard Medhurst wasn't on that list. I mean, yeah, okay, but Ukraine is just a democracy that's trying to defend its freedom, right? Oh yeah, get the fuck out of here. When they have a kill list against journalists from other parts of the world that are speaking out, you know, there's a reason why they want these people killed or imprisoned. They want these people gone because they don't want the truth to get out there. That's just why, just like why when Eva Bartlett went to Canada at one point, or at least she was it either it was back then or was recently. I don't remember exactly. You might have to fact check me on that. But it was the simple fact that she went and she was questioned about what she was doing. So what? Is it any of your business? It's not. That's the thing. That's what Western governments do. They fucking snoop on people that dare to question the fucking NATO narrative, the fucking NATO Nazi narrative. Ha! NATO Nazi narrative. That's a new one. Well, it is a fucking NATO Nazi fucking narrative. Because it's a fucking narrative that the Nazis in Ukraine are these big fucking freedom fighters. They're fighting big bad evil Russia. And we gotta censor anybody that fucking disagrees with that. Fuck you. Under no circumstances whatsoever has Eva Bartlett or Vanessa Beeley affected anybody negatively under any circumstances. Because what they are doing and what I'm doing on this channel doesn't affect anybody. Remember I said that in that stream 2 years ago? Remember I said that in episode 66? Well, that was also the stream where some asshole named V Productions got fucking decimated off the planet by me, and then followed by like a fucking 35, 40-minute rant that followed. My biggest rant in this channel's history, and probably one of the biggest in the world. But it just goes to show that this stuff going on now is more relevant than ever. Episode 66 is more relevant now than ever. All this stuff I was saying. And it was funny because this was around the time, this interview that took place on the Global Research was around the time. It was around the time around the time of the anniversary of episode 66. And I was talking about Eva Bartlett and Vanessa Beeley in the exact same stream and defending them against these pathetic fucking Wikipedia smears. Because Wikipedia, I said this in that stream too, because Wikipedia is fucking pathetic. They are fucking pathetic. Smearing them on a daily fucking basis because they don't got fucking nothing better to do. It just goes to show that not only do you have these fucking intelligence agencies that act like fucking Adolf Hitler's fucking militias, but you also got these fucking assholes online that are fucking brain dead. They probably never touched grass a day in their fucking life. Or they haven't touched grass in the last 10 years. Huh, like fucking V Productions comes onto my stream with fucking 2 subs and tries to act like an asshole, but yet most recognition he got in 10 or 12 years or something. That's what these people do. That's what these people do, man. That's what they do. Why do you think they have Wikipedia accounts? Because they work for them. Oh, isn't it so funny? They accuse all of us of working for the Russians, getting paid by the Russians, getting paid by Syria, getting paid by Iran and other fucking happy horse shit. Well, it's kind of funny because how are you assholes not getting paid by the US government? How are you not getting paid by working for fucking Wikipedia? When Wikipedia just parrots fucking US government talking points and Western government talking points over and fucking over again. Because you've been saying this shit for years, and you're probably going to continue to say it. You are going to continue to say it. Of course they will. It's ridiculous. All of us that report on this stuff, we got nothing to do with you. We have nothing to do with you. It doesn't affect anybody. It doesn't affect anyone's daily life. It doesn't affect a single human being. All we are trying to affect is the fucking narrative, so we can actually get the truth out there. But the truth out there is fucking censored, 100%. Why do you think I've had to unlist several videos of mine at many points? Why do you think there were episodes of mine that were heavily restricted or age restricted, whatever you want to call it? Even like episodes with curse words. Like, remember when this channel morphed into the raging rant central that it became? When it became, even then, even way back then, 4.5 years ago, when I started doing this, they were still trying to fucking censor you if you say fucking bad words and whatnot. That's why some of them I had unlisted and limited from release for quite some time. And then that led to the result of releasing my tapes, volumes 1 through 5 of the most brutal episodes. I'm sure this episode will be included in a future volume at some point, but that goes well with that. But that's besides the point. It just goes to show that real journalism is a crime, man. And to literally say that journalistic defense is not a defense to your fucking counterterrorism. Maybe your laws are the fucking problem. Maybe your laws are the problem, and maybe you're just saying the quiet part out loud. Maybe you are just there confessing that your laws actually go after real journalists. You might as well just come out and fucking say it. Oh, wait a minute, they already did. They already told Richard Medhurst that when they were fucking harassing him and treating him like a fucking political prisoner. Everything that they do against him is every single thing that they say about everybody else. Every single thing that they say about these governments, everything they say about Russia, Syria, the DPRK, everything that they say about Eva Bartlett and Vanessa Beeley, everything they say about the Gray Zone and Mint Press News and all these other people, the things that they say about Kim Iverson and the Serena analysis and plenty of others, is everything that they do and say about everybody else. And when they accuse others of being totalitarian, they're the ones that are totalitarian. If you want to know what totalitarian is, look in the fucking mirror. Or how about you just get a fucking life? How does that sound? How about grow the fuck up and get the fuck over yourself and get a fucking life? Don't you fucking assholes at these fucking Western airports, don't you assholes have anything better to do than to worry about where Eva Bartlett was in some other part of the world? Does it affect your daily life? No, it doesn't. Because that's what they do. It's called nitpicking. They nitpick about shit. That's what these Western governments and these Western government officials and these people that are fucking cops, that's what they do. And they're fucking brain dead fucking retarded supporters who have literal fucking dog shit for brains, who are on Wikipedia and give aid and comfort to fucking CNN and MSNBC and these other fucking retards. Radio Free Asia, Radio Free Europe, Radio Free my fucking ass cheeks. How's that sound? How about that? All them, they're the ones that are the totalitarian ones. That's the reason why. It's for two reasons. They accuse everybody else of everything that they do because they have no self-awareness. They wouldn't know self-awareness if it fucking bit them in the ass. And they're afraid that their narrative is going to fall fucking flat on its face. And it's already fallen flat on its face. So what are they supposed to do? Oh, what are they going to do? Well, they're going to censor and try to lock journalists up. But it's so funny, like they accuse others of doing that. They accuse Turkmenistan of doing that and other countries, Eritrea. Oh, they accuse Niger of doing that. Oh, they accuse everyone else of doing that. Well, that's exactly what you're fucking doing. That's what they did. That's what happened to Eva Bartlett in Canada recently. That's what happened to Vanessa Beeley in the UK. She was fucking interrogated and questioned and being held for 6 hours and being held, basically held in a fucking dungeon, bro. Same thing that they accused Turkmenistan of doing to its political prisoners, which is a fucking lie and a hoax. Remember, that's a hoax. Remember, that's not a hoax. That's real. They got political prisoners, but Richard Medhurst is not being treated like a political prisoner. Vanessa Beeley and Eva Bartlett, they weren't treated like they weren't treated like that. They weren't treated like political prisoners, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, just like Julian Assange wasn't treated like one, just like Edward Snowden wasn't treated. Like Chelsea Manning, all those people. Oh, Nicolas Maduro wanting to go and fucking try to lock him up in the U.S. on bullshit fucking charges about drugs and crimes against humanity and other fucking happy horse shit. Oh, but remember, guys, Netanyahu's innocent. Satan fucking Yahoo of PISSRAEL massacring tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of Palestinian civilians. Oh, well, that guy? No crimes against humanity here. But Nicolas Maduro and Putin and Assad and Kim Jong-un. The president of Turkmenistan, the president of Eritrea. They're crimes against humanity, but not these guys. Get a load of these retards. You know what it's called? It's called a lack of self-awareness. It's also a lack of having anything better to do. That's also what it fucking is. You know how they love to throw this little thing in there about, I hate this fucking expression anyway because it's so fucking childish and retarded. You're entitled to your own opinion, but not your own facts. I'm gonna throw it back in your face. Every single one of you assholes, not you guys watching, I'm talking about these assholes that are out there, smear these people on a daily basis and try to fucking lock them up for stupid shit. Basically just for journalism. Got news for all of you. You're not entitled to your own facts. We actually report on the fucking facts that the Western world is arming Nazis in Ukraine, that the Syrian chemical attacks were fucking staged. 2013, 17, and 18 were fucking staged. The white helmets are fucking terrorists. They're fucking US-backed fucking Zionist fucking terrorists. That the Syrian chemical weapons attacks were fucking staged. The OPCW report showed that Syria never had chemical weapons. We say all of this, or we say that, like all these countries that they accuse of being dictatorship actually turns out not to be the case. But we say all that, but then they act like we're not the ones that are reporting on our fact. It's just our opinion. No, it is my opinion that I fucking hate you assholes and I think that you're a bunch of fucking morons. Well, actually, it's like, kind of like a love to hate. I love the fact that you make fucking asses of yourself. Okay? That's the funny thing. It's the fact that I love the fact that you make fucking asses of yourself on a daily basis. That's what I love. It's my opinion that you're a bunch of fucking retards. It's my opinion that you have no life and nothing better to do than to worry about what everyone else is fucking saying and doing. And it's my opinion that the U.S. government is a bunch of fucking terror. Well, actually, no, that's just a fucking fact. The Western world sucks. Politicians suck in the Western world. Well, actually, no, that's not an opinion. That's actually a fact. Yeah. So you're entitled to your own opinions. You can have all the stupid opinions that you want, but when you try to go after us and try to censor others and try to censor journalists, that's where we got a fucking problem with it. You can say all the stupid shit that you want all day long if you fucking want. I mean, I'm just gonna come on here and rip you into fucking shreds and laugh at you well off into the future. For so long into the future that I can't even see. It's so far off into the future. That's how long I'm gonna laugh at you fucking assholes. So you're entitled to all of that, but your facts are not the case. What you're saying is not facts. What you're saying is just your opinions. So, how do we solve this? Rise to the occasion. We got this channel. and we got to support independent journalism. That's the way we do it, man. The way we do it is we support independent journalists. That's how we do it. We support independent journalists. Give them thumbs up. Give them support. And do our own research. And never trust what the government say and what the media says. Never, ever, ever. That's the way we do it. And when we do that, that's how we can push back against the narrative. And the harder that they try to push, we push back. They fuck with us, we fuck right back. That's how we do it. And that's what I will always do on this channel. Always. And I will never back down. Ever. No matter who likes it or who tries to come after me, I will never. And on that note, everybody, let's go and let's do some remembrance, shall we? From 2 years ago. And let's all do that, man.
They come in with 2 words on their band. Yeah, they do, bro. They come in with 2 words. That's one good thing about having fucking 40 plus mods on my channel. For garbage media who claims they're independent, but they're anything but. He's not even relevant. He's not relevant. They're all gonna make videos on me, dude. They're all gonna make videos on me. They just fucking nitpick about shit that doesn't affect them in any way, shape, or form. Whether or not I'm a communist, Marxist, or whatever. I don't call myself one per se. I'm just a revolutionary socialist. I'm a left-wing revolutionary socialist. A social revolutionary. And an anti-imperialist. So it doesn't fucking matter what they have to say. Because it doesn't fucking mean anything. It doesn't have a meaning. None of it has a meaning. And I appreciate it, Nicholas. That's true. I have my own thoughts and my own opinions. But no, Mint Press News has never harmed anybody. Nothing that Mint Press News has ever said has ever harmed anybody. It has never harmed a single human being on the face of the earth, ever. I'm going to make a video about that at some point more in detail, but it's just the point is, nothing that, or Vanessa Beeley is another one.
2 years ago this happened, and then, of course, on the almost close to approaching to the 2-year anniversary, both of them were interviewed and had a great episode. Almost makes you wonder.
Vanessa Beeley, that's her name. And you should see the shit that Wikipedia says about her. And apparently there's this fucking Syrian voluntary organization called the White Helmets, which is literally just a fucking CIA operation. Oh, let's see, who funds the White Helmets of the Syrian civil war? Oh, the organization has been the target of a sustained disinformation campaign by RT and Sputnik. Why? Because White Helmets is a fucking US-backed terrorist organization? White Helmets is a regime change operation in Syria. The organization has saved 114,000 lives. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. White Helmets are a bunch of fucking, literally are just a bunch of fucking liars and smear merchants. They're fucking imperialist pieces of garbage. All they do is sit there and bitch and moan about fucking Bashar al-Assad all fucking day. Again, what has Vanessa Beeley ever said, the British activist and blogger who talks about Syrian chemical weapons? She talks the truth. Of course they find it hard to believe, dude, because it is hard to believe. Nobody with half a brain would take it seriously. Because all of you guys in here, my homies up in here, Joey, Adam, and White Serbia, Nicholas, you all have a brain. Yeah, we're going to get into the games in a few minutes. Because nobody has ever been harmed by anything they've ever had to say. Ever. Stage rescue and recycle children in its videos. Dude, that's what they do. That's what the OPCW proved about the Syrian chemical hoax to discredit Assad. That's literally what they did. Dude, the entire Western world has gone to shit. Because the OPCW report showed that Syria never had chemical weapons. And that they were fucking staged child actors. It's literally a fucking CIA conspiracy, a fucking Mossad Arab-led conspiracy. A literal Arab League, Zionist, US-backed conspiracy regime change operation. Fucking staging a bunch of dead children, or children. They weren't even dead. These were children that were playing with hoses and they were taking showers and everything else. But saying, oh, these kids were watching off after this. These doctors were doing this. What's the evidence of any doctors doing this? Who the fuck believes this? I'll tell you who. People who listen to the fucking mainstream media and the young turds. That's who. Okay, and believes anything of what the fucking white helmets have to say. Because the white helmets are a fucking US-backed regime change operation.
That was 2 years ago, everybody. And it's more true than ever. As Eva Bartlett and Vanessa Beeley make a great episode with several other journalists towards the eve of that episode on my channel where I'm defending them. And today, fast forward 2 years later on this channel, it's more true now than ever. And on that note, that's pretty much all I have to say on that one. So I'm going to wrap the video up here so I can upload it, do some polishing on it and whatnot, and then we can get this out there. So I want to give credit to the global research. I want to give credit to Eva Bartlett and Vanessa Beeley for their work. I want to give credit to all the other journalists that were on there, including Michael Welch, the guy who was hosting, thanking everybody there. And I want to thank all of you for watching and for supporting this channel. I will be back on Monday, so look out for that. Other stuff in the works. Stay tuned for more. Have yourselves a great night and a great rest of your weekend, and I will see you comrades in the next one. Stay safe, stay well, stay classy, keep fighting, keep on rocking, and I'll see you comrades in the next one. Take care of yourselves and all of each other. Signing off for now. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. And I'll see you all on Monday in my next stream. And more stuff coming your way soon. Peace and so long.